Morning. Good morning for bean harvest. Turns out it's not the greatest morning for wheat harvest, but I do have to fuel up my combine, hook up the head, a couple other little things, but we are going to try to do some beans today, but we're going to have to wait for this dude to burn off. Plenty of stuff to do in the meantime. I eat lunch and re-clean that window. Has a couple smears on it. Let's clean that window. Got the glass cleaner with us. Alright, while we're fueling up, I am giving this thing one more look over. Looking at belts, making sure we got all of our bearings. Like for example, that one doesn't look like it's been greased, so I'm gonna grease it. This combine holds 300 and some gallons of fuel, so it's gonna take a while to fill up. Now we are good on the government juice, but we are low on the fuel. Hey now, it ain't lunchtime yet.
Nobody said it was.
If you want to go, I'm willing to do it. Right now.
Let's go. I ain't been called yet.
I just want you to look at how clean these two are.
Oh God, I just put this on.
And how dirty I am. You can tell who does all the work around here.
He put that on from last night.
Well, I've had these pants on for 4 days, but who's counting?
They start walking, you'll quit counting.
That's right. Well, I knew I was
dirty for 4 days. My goodness.
Well, I knew I was going to be greasing this combine, so I didn't want to put on new ones, fresh ones. I was going to swap them out until I realized what I had to do this morning. I mean, how many days you had them ones on? I know you do the same thing.
I just changed because I'm going camping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're going camping tonight.
Oh, your recounters, you got 14 days.
Camping over there today, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the second. He was going to go yesterday, but his recounter didn't start over.
And it'll tighten.
So you need to check the tension on it?
Oh, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight.
So the belts all look okay, I think. There's just a couple on here. Not very many to check. Alright, I think we're pretty well ready to go. And then Dad informs me we're probably going to stay in corn today. The weather doesn't look all that favorable for bean harvest. It's just real cloudy. We did have quite a bit of dew. It did sprinkle over here. We need some sunshine, so maybe we can try these this afternoon. I really hope so. But this morning, we're going to run a few loads of corn, I think. Who knows? It'll probably change. Change of plans. You know, it just dawned on me. A lot of people probably don't know who George is. I keep forgetting that we keep growing. So, George is my kind of uncle. He was married to my aunt, got divorced. He helped us for 30-some years. He recently retired. He lives on one of the farms, so if you see me talking about George, that's who George is. Go back to 2018 harvest videos, you'll see a lot of George. He's quite the character, awesome guy to work with, real funny, so that's who George is. All right, so over here at the old grain bin, BJ and Larry are transferring grain. In the video where we harvested corn over here, I had a few people ask me to explain a little bit better what I was talking about by putting dry corn into a bin that we're going to put wet corn into. What I meant was we filled these overhead tanks, these two little bins right here, with wet corn. That wet corn went into the dryer, and then when the dryer dumped, it was going into a bin just like this one. This is not the bin, but it was just like this one. And we were filling it up with the intentions of pulling the centers out. And what that does is whenever you pull the centers out, you're just pulling out of the center sump hole, you're making a cone. So that's what they're doing right now. They're pulling that grain out to make the cone. Now today we will put wet corn in number 1 bin, and it will basically, the wet corn should funnel right back out. The dry corn will be on the sides. That corn is going to be there till we haul it out next year. But that's why we do that. This basically allows us to easily quadruple our wet storage over here, taking us from 38 to right around 17,000 bushel. Yep, BJ's doing his fall cleaning.
Doesn't seem to help.
Reminiscing about the old days, they are.
Y'all made this. Put a bar in front. Made this for me.
All right, we have formulated a plan. We're going to go.
Plan starts with lunch.
Yeah, we're going to move the sprayer over to the heated shed. It is getting kind of chilly at night. And we are going to find some lunch meat or something for lunch. But then we're going to run some more corn over by the grain bins. 5 o'clock or so, I'm going to come over here and we're going to try this bean field. But we're going to run corn in the meantime. All right, we're over here at the other bin site. I don't know if you can see them, but Dad and BJ there. They're about a quarter mile that way running some corn. Going to do a couple loads on that field, basically just so we can see out of that driveway. And then I think we're going to try some beans. I don't know. We're on like plan Z at this point.
Shelled some corn today. Sun just finally come out about an hour ago. So we're going to try beans. We're just a little patch here, about 5 acres, a couple loads, and we'll try to do beans. So this field here is maybe a little drier. Well, maybe not. Some of us like 18, 19. Over next to the woods, I started around and when we didn't strip till, we just put 28 on top and didn't strip till it. It was like 30% before. Real green. You can tell right in the line where we put strip till. I don't know why it's like that.
Alright, waiting on the first load to get here. Got some replacement lenses, so these ones are getting pretty scratched up. I think we're going to pop these in. Looky there. Not bad. Plus, these were like 20 bucks. New pair of Oakleys is not 20 bucks. Alright, first truck's here. Let's get her up. Alright, we just had a mild dilemma. Larry forgot to turn the leg on. He thought it was on. Usually we leave the leg on all day and someone turned it off. But anyways, now the drag and the pit are both plugged. The leg ran fine. It took the grain that was in the bottom of it, but I'd say once we put new belts on this drag, we'll be back in business, but we gotta put some belts on. Probably gonna have to replace those belts and possibly somehow get some corn out of this drag. It's caked full. That could be interesting. Change of plans. We're going to go do beans. All right, let's see what we can do. Now I'm gonna try to get going in beans. My dad and brother and Larry, they're gonna try to fix that drag, get it going again, and at least empty the trucks. And then I think Dad's gonna come over and do beans if I can. Someone's checking tire pressure. Caught him. Doing the calibrations on the head, basically we have to set our limits up and down. And in doing that, you have to run the combine, and Dad says he smells a belt cooking, so that's good. Look at there, he got it.
He's afraid he's gonna fall. He's high.
Now we're gonna fire this thing up again. See if we can find out if we got a bearing out or what the burnt rubber smell is coming from.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What we got?
What I turn? This the chopper or that spinner belt ain't turning.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of working words happening down there right now. It's always a good day when you gotta get the book out.
Oh, there you go.
There's a chunk of belt.
Belt. Someplace belt.
Looks like we got one of the main belts to drive the combine. Big one. Real fun to replace. Did you say start it?
No!
All in a day's work. Well, we found the belt at least. Now we got to figure out what's causing the belt to break. Is the belt just old? Is there something wrong with the pulley? Is there a bearing out? Good questions. These lenses, bad luck.
Get your book, see what belt that is over there.
That's not what's causing the rubber smell, but that one definitely needs replaced because it's going to cause a rubber smell here pretty soon. If that belt would have broke before we would have caught it, it probably would have taken out a couple other belts and got pretty pricey. We probably wouldn't have made it to the one end of the field to the other.
See, I can smell that right now.
It's just the way the wind blows, you can smell it sometimes.
Yeah.
As soon as you start it up, I can smell it over there.
Alright, putting the head back on the wagon. We made it, what did I get, 20 feet? 20 feet off the wagon? Not bad. That's sarcasm, this really stinks. But I'm glad we didn't plug it in the field or burn it to the ground. Oh, and that's what defeat looks like, ladies and gentlemen. No beans today. Dad's on the phone with the Hiwag now, trying to figure out a game plan here. I'd say this is probably going to result in a service call, but I don't know. Trying to weigh all of our options first. There's that one belt is going to be a real bear to replace. There's a lot of stuff that has to come off that combine to get to that belt. It's always the belt in the very back.
The main drive belt comes down that you engage the separator. Behind that, there's a big pulley.
Alright, we got pictures sent to the service advisor, so hopefully we got our parts coming. I think they're going to come out tomorrow and put them on. Now we gotta go unplug the drag over the grain bins. Alright, back over to here. This thing won't budge, so we're going to have to pull this panel off and try to vacuum some corn out. Maybe then we'll be able to get that, convert this drag to start moving again, but we got to pull this panel off.
Hey, it's full, Clark.
Probably. And we're going to use the skid steer to help move some of this corn. Alright, for everyone that told me that you can adjust the sensitivity in this skid steer, is 242D. I'm pretty sure I have the sensitivity all the way down. Well, some days you have good days and some days you have bad. So far this hasn't been a great one. Well, give it a try. Oh, that's a good thing. Oh, just puked one of the belts off though. Got some cleaning up to do, but I think once we get those two belts, we will be back in business. The drag was running before that belt fell off. This one, the belt's never slipped on it. I got to clean up this corn and then we'll be ready to go, I think. One of the other reasons why I'm glad that we have this open space and why I want to put a door there instead of plexiglass or a window, because it's nice to be able to get to this, and times like this it's pretty handy to have this open. Well, the day may not be going well, but at least we got dinner. Hi, Livy.
The cat's not here.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's not squished yet, that we know of.
And
Squishy has been found. He's alive. Alright, back to work. Dad was only able to find one belt. So we're going to see if we can dump this corn that's in that drag, and we'll probably just go really easy. Supposed to have 2 more belts tomorrow, but we only can find 1 tonight. Alright, we're going to see what happens. Heck yeah. Whoa, 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 shut the pit off! No, not the drag, just the pit! Look out there, you can see Squishy in his natural habitat. Like, you stay there a couple weeks, you have to change your name to Dice. Pretty sure he's catching grasshoppers. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll tell you, the day was going good. I put these new lenses in, then it just kind of went to crap. Coincidence? I think not. But we do have a couple belts coming for that drag. It is working, but if we put the drag under any kind of load, it slips. So we're not going to run any more corn through it. But we're able to clean up, get everything into the bin that was on the ground at least. And then, I don't know, we might switch over to beans with Dad's combine. They're supposed to come down and start working on my combine tomorrow. So maybe before it rains this weekend, we can have both combines up and going in beans. Maybe not, we'll see. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Like I say, 10K video people. Come on, help me get to that. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.